course, hated to leave home and the family and the farm, but we made the adjustment. I was drafted into the Army, so, and being the oldest, and two brothers at home, why, there was no deferment for me, so that's how I ended up in the Army, as a draftee. About 80 ships in the convoy that sailed together for Europe, and I remember so plainly being on deck, and as far as we could see was ships. So I remember that part of it. And then we landed in England, and then of course after that we moved on into Paris and on into Germany. At first I was driving truck, and then they got me to chauffeur for Lieutenant Colonel, and I remember taking him to Paris, where he met with the upper echelon of the headquarters. And I remember that part, staying in Paris overnight. Either one of us were safe. I remember one incident where they started shelling us, and we had to get out of the Jeep and head for the ditch. On D-Day, I was in my bed at home in Kenmare, North Dakota on furlough. As I remember my dad calling upstairs, and he says, "You're lucky you're home." He says, D-Day just took place, so I was home at the time on furlough. I remember landing back in New York, and then from there they took us to Camp McCoy, Wisconsin, where I got my discharge. And then I remember riding the train back to Kenmare. I got my discharge on New Year's Day of '46. I had the privilege of serving my country, and which many others did. And as for me, I had a good life in the military.